Celeste, must you watch these Jurassic movies? They upset the velociraptors.
But I enjoy them so much.
Okay, what is happening here?
Where are we?
Glix, give us a situation report.
Currently, we are on the planet Geekery. Be warned, our impossibility drive may cause distortions as we traverse this land. Impending impossibility engaging in 3,
Oh, gosh.
2,
Oh, dear.
1.
Devoted geeks are here.
Hello, and welcome to Com Talk, the podcast extension of Geek Devotions, the show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting people know that they are loved. I'm Celeste, and this is episode 72 of Com Talk, episode 6 of our quarantine edition. That means that it's been a little over 6 weeks since we started this. Are y'all excited? Y'all interested? Y'all hate these? Let us know. Today we're going to be talking about Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, Celeste, why are we talking about that movie? It came out in 2017. Well, we are talking about it because I just saw it for the first time. I am just now up on this party. So we're going to talk about it. So first off, let me preface this with I really love dinosaurs. I like lizards and dinosaurs and dragons, and I think they're adorable. And so I have a proclivity to these movies, to any of these movies. I like the Godzilla that nobody likes, the one that it had Ferris Bueller in it, because it has baby dinosaurs. I think that's fun. So I enjoy these movies. So my recommendation for this may not be the most unbiased recommendation. We watched Fallen Kingdom for my birthday this weekend, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of jump scares. We watched it with Dallas's sister and his mom, and their reactions to the movie kind of made it funnier because his mom jumped more than I do, and I jump a lot. But it was a lot of fun to do, to watch it with them. The movie is the basis of the park has ended and they've left it alone, and now the volcano on the park is about to erupt and all the dinosaurs that have been brought back to life are going to become extinct. So everybody's freaking out. This is an issue. This is a problem. We've all grown up around dinosaurs and we want to do something to keep them from being extinct again. You see the main female character, Claire. She is running an organization trying to save these dinosaurs, trying to get people to fund them so they can go move them to a habitat that is safer, no volcanoes. And then you see the person who helped the original guy who brought the dinosaurs back from the amber offer to go send people. Well, it's not really him. It's him, but it's really his assistant who's running things because he's in poor health. So here's where we get into spoilers. Here is your spoiler warning. They go through this story arc where they're trying to get Owen, Chris Pratt's character, back because he's the only one who can really handle Blue the Velociraptor. And you see him and Claire have split up. They were together-ish. I mean, the romantic storyline in these movies really isn't that prevalent, but it's there. And they go together to go save the dinosaurs. And then it turns out that they had no interest in actually saving the dinosaurs, and they were leaving them there to die. And so they go and bring the kid from Detective Pikachu, and they're trying to save them, and they're rushing. It's a big rush of adrenaline, and it's just overall really enjoyed some of the aspects of the movie. Like the CGI, except for one part. One part was really interestingly bad, but for the most part, the CGI was great. The storyline was, your stereotypical Jurassic Park movie. And so, entertaining movie, good action, fast-paced. It didn't take long to ease you into it. It wasn't a slow burn movie where you have a lot at the beginning where you're like, what is going on? Pretty much jumped straight into it. Yeah, those were our likes. I like dinosaurs, again, so I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed all the different dinosaurs. The little bitty ones that are terrifying and ate the blonde guy, and I think it was 2 of the original trilogy. Are adorable, even though they're deadly. They're deadly and adorable. Blue is amazing. They had Triceratops. We got to see so many different dinosaurs in this one. I feel like that we got to focus more on this movie on how they would act, how they would be if they were real, than we have in the past movies. The past movies have focused on, oh my god, they're here, and focused on the predators. We got to see some really cool herbivores in this episode. Dealt with black market, dealt with them dealing with selling the dinosaurs to people. Somebody's kid wanted a Triceratops as a pet, And then they have created another dinosaur. They have mixed the endo part of the Indosaurus Rex with a raptor. And so now we have the Indoraptor, who is big and terrifying and not at all compassionate like Blue is. They actually talk about that. They talk about the fact that Blue was unusual. She could make all the other raptors fall in line, and she had compassion and she cared, and the others just didn't. And so this one was kind of the mindset of it just didn't care. It was trained to fight. It was bred to fight. That's what it was going to do. So before we get into our dislikes of the movie, let's go ahead and cut to an ad.
Hi, I'm Francisco from the Retro Rewind podcast, and as always, I'm joined by...
I'm Paul J. Powers, and they call me the Master Interrupter.
Yeah, I wonder why.
It doesn't matter, because you're listening to Com Talk.
Comms returning to normal stasis in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, welcome back, and don't forget to go check out our friends Paul and Francisco over at the Retro Rewind podcast. They have not, to date, reviewed any of these movies, but I would be intrigued to see what their thoughts on it are, because I like to know what they think. I value their opinions. I, more times than not, find myself lining up with Paul's opinion than Francisco's, but, you know, it's cool. It's whatever. I don't mind disobedient children and talking animals, Francisco. So, dislikes of this movie. Dislikes. Let's see. There was one scene where Blue was tackling the Indoraptor, and it looked weird. Like, I don't know what was happening. The fact that she was jumping from another ledge and they were falling through the glass, it was rough. Like, it almost looked for a second like they were rubber suiting it rather than using CGI, but I know that can't be right because it's not, like, it just doesn't make sense that they would. So, but yeah, that's what I've been geeking out about recently, is that we watched the Fallen Kingdom. That's pretty much my only dislike. I think there was some language. Not a ton, but there was some. So, you know, with your kids, if they can handle it, I think that this would be okay. You know your kids best. So there's your content guide. But overall, we recommend this movie. I say we. I do. I assume Dallas does. You'd have to ask him. But yeah, so it was a fun movie. It was enjoyable. I'm looking forward to the third one that they say is coming out. I think that they're going to talk about human cloning, and because they allude to that, and that was actually part of my dislikes, and I forgot about it until just now, that they didn't go more in depth with that story. They kind of hinted at it a few times, and then it came out, and they used it for the plot purpose they needed it for, and they just kind of ignored it. So I'm going to be really mad if it's not part of the next movie, because I feel like it needs to be. Well, there you go. There is our quick thoughts. We have not done a deep dive discussion of this, but our quick thoughts on Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom 2017. Just, you know, because I know you were wondering. You were really curious as to what we were thinking about this. So, with all that being said, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Com Talk today. If you have loved this episode, head on over to Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It is very much appreciated. Until next time, stay devoted, peace, and love.